Hi, thank you very much for visiting our YouTube channel or our website. I'm going to briefly explain the February through May special enrollment periods for Covered California and Direct uh, for health insurance. The only thing about health insurance is it changes like every day. And as President Trump said, it's very complicated. Nobody knew how complicated that it was. He really should have just asked me. I would have told him. So, anyways, this is our webpage on the special enrollments from now through May, but let me first explain something. Open enrollment was November 1st and ended January 31st. And then they made it complicated with automatic enrollments and all that stuff. But basically, it was November. So you had November, December, and January to sign up. And I figured that was the end of it. 3 months is a long time for an open enrollment. They have to have an open enrollment as opposed to enrolling any time because there's no medical questions and they don't want people signing up after your doctor tells you you need a surgery. I have videos all over my website. But basically, open enrollment was 3 months. In my opinion, I think everybody that wanted in coverage was going to sign up. But nationally, the open enrollment was very short. I really don't keep track of what's going on, um, you know, out of state. California's got 40 million people, and that's my marketplace. So, going back to the special enrollments, President Biden opened up the federal, and then Covered California followed suit. And they have all these rules, and then you can kind of just get in there, even if you don't really qualify because they've opened it up. You just say you do. However, like Peter Lee told all the brokers at a meeting a couple of years ago, that if we signed up someone that didn't really qualify, he might fire us. And that's what he said. Don't risk losing your certification. So, anyways, if you sign up for one of these, sure, you can just click, either you do it or I do it. Um, and say that you're uninsured and eligible, or that you just learned of the federal. I mean, there's no more state penalty. Uh, that you just learned of the California state penalty, then you can enroll. So I did a flash here. Here it is, uninsured and eligible to get health insurance, which virtually everybody is. And last year they had a COVID extension. So if you didn't have insurance, but you were worried about COVID, you could get coverage. And it seems like it was the whole year. Now, these links I'll show you in a minute. So I showed you the verification. This is like the normal special enrollments, like if you move, you have a new baby, you get married. So when you click on there, it's a ton of stuff for the agent to read. And that's why I prefer when people ask me their questions via email, and then I have time to look it up. I mean, this is just too much for someone to know off the top of their head and give you the right answer. If you want a crazy answer, sure. But if you want the right answer, let me look it up. Here's the listing on Covered California's site. And, it's like all the same thing. You just got to find and see what it really is. There's our page on open enrollment. And all of these links I'll have at the bottom of the YouTube video. So here was where the press release was about if you're uninsured and eligible. So it means you got to be uninsured. If you're already with a plan, you can't switch plans. But there are tell me your situation, and then we'll see if we can find something for you. Here's where Kaiser Health Foundation speaks about it. This is about the not January, but the penalty if you don't have insurance on your state income tax. Here's a broker guide about if you didn't know about the penalty or the subsidy, you can get it. And then it talks about purchasing a plan to get subsidies. So yeah, you could do that. Now, you may see me pausing a lot. Let me show you what I learned in my 1-year law school. Basically, when you get an insurance policy or a law or a contract, you got to read it 3 times. And then when you think you understand it, read it again. So, I get these bulletins, they change every day. There's very few people besides myself that have ever read them. And so, and you never really know what's going to be asked of you. So please just email me or ask a question on our website. Here's our email address. You'll see here on every page. If you have questions, you just click there. And you can ask your question. And of course, at the bottom of every web page, you can ask a question anonymously and we'll answer it. So yeah, we've got things to read in the plain text. So going back and summing it up, if you didn't have insurance, you can enroll till May 15th. If you just learned of the California state penalty for not having insurance, it's 2.5%. You can enroll till May 30th. And if you're an Uber or Lyft driver, there's a special enrollment. And then, of course, here's all the details on it. Thanks a lot.